Hey, what's up? Dusk here. So I don't normally make a video where I draw attention to exploits or bugs because I don't like to spread them. But I was recently told yesterday that this bug was actually patched in and is now an intended feature. I looked for the patch notes and I couldn't find any. So maybe I misunderstood, or maybe that person misunderstood. I'm not sure. Maybe this is not actually patched in and intended. But just in case it is, I feel like I have to bring some awareness to this. And it's so easy to do, and I'm already seeing people do it and publicly talk about it. So it's going to catch on regardless anyway. So here's the deal. It has to do with acid cubes. Let's go ahead and set this up here. Currently, or normally, an acid cube will block line of sight to a trap. A trap can shoot through it, of course, but it will not trigger. The glitch slash exploit is that if you set the cubes to second wave, now every trap in the game can see through these. Meaning that now every trap you have is invisible. And if you set it up right, also immune to grenades. If you want to get really fancy with it, you can get some bolt shot traps that have the Hunter mod on it so that the bolts heat seek through the cubes. The player will have no idea what direction the bolt shot's coming. They will have no cover to hide behind because they're going to home in, and you're just suddenly dead right here. I know some people might be skeptical of this, so I built a social base. I'm not going to publish this 2IQ dumpster fire. This is just how we kill the game, right? If bases like this get commonplace, at that point, from the point of this is a commonplace base, Meet Your Maker is dead in 48 hours. Nobody will raid this. It'll put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And in this day and age, games don't really get a second chance. Once, players get a bad taste in their mouth for your game, that's typically it. Nobody comes back, right? This is a hotfix issue to the point that I would say developers disable the second wave mod on acid cubes. Or if this was an intended patch, roll the patch back. This is really bad. But again, let's talk about the social raid that I've set up for anybody who doesn't believe me, because again, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on this one. It is right here. It's called Brennan, and if you note, it is only at normal difficulty. So this is the baby version of this impossible configuration. I don't think anybody can beat this. But if they do, it is still only the baby version. It gets much, 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 much worse. After this video, I'm going to make another video on how to make actual good bases, because we also have an issue with death boxes that are slowly killing the game. As it is right now, nobody raids brutal or dangerous anymore. Most of my bases, I've had to clock down to normal because nobody is interested in raiding outside normal because death box bases. And I know some of you builders out there think that your death boxes are terribly clever, and I hate to say it, but they're not. They are not hard to beat. They're great at farming new players, but a player who's got some upgrades and kind of knows what they're doing can walk through a death box no problem. It just takes forever and is extremely tedious. They're not good bases. Like, I'm sorry. But they're also pushing people away from the game slowly. So not only is your base not very good, you're also hurting the game. And this is a really cool game. So I'm going to do a video on how to make actual good bases and to show off some of my credentials. I've got an older base here, which does sit in the dangerous category. I think for a while, for the first 5 prestiges, it was in normal. So for the first half of its life, it was in normal, and then second half, it was in dangerous as I added a little bit more to it. But it racked up 800 kills. Extremely deadly base. I don't use a single acid cube. I don't use a single grapple trap. I don't even think there's any dart traps. Most of the kills are done by warmongers in this base. So yeah, I can teach you guys how to do stuff like that, be inventive. And something else I'm going to point out, this thing got 62 on the fun accolades and 62 on the brutal. I farmed 800 kills and got 62 fun in the accolade. Just saying. Anyway, I'm going to save that for another video. For this one, help get the devs' attentions. You know, throw a like on it, share the video, all that stuff. Maybe tweet at the devs. But yeah, this is something that needs to be fixed like yesterday. Anyway, thanks for watching.